right, ladies, session 5. I want y'all to start standing on your mat, side by side parallel, about hip distance wide. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, reach the arms overhead as you sit down into your squat. Exhale, stand up, squeeze the glutes. Continuous movement here. Inhale as you sit back. Exhale as you stand up. Be mindful of that shoulder placement. Keep driving those shoulders down your back. You're drawing that belly button in and down towards your spine. Driving through the heels, keeping all of the weight into the back of the legs, hamstrings, glutes. Inhale, sit. Exhale, stand. Now sit down and hold. You're going to alternate heel lifts. You lift one heel up, put it down, lift the other heel up, and put it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, switch. Exhale, lower. One more on each side. Then going into double leg. Lift both heels up and lower down. Keep holding that squat. Lift and lower. Now I want you to hold that squat. Reach your arms back behind you. Now reach back forward. Push all of your weight back into your heels. Squeeze the armpits as you reach the arms back behind you. Inhale, reach, exhale back. And now hold and pulse. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Reach those arms out and back down. Turn to one side of your mat. We're going to pick our right leg up first, directly out in front of us. Kick it straight back behind you. Put a bend in your left knee. Reach those arms forward. Then return to standing, kicking that leg back out in front of you. We're going to repeat this just a couple more times. As you kick that leg back, I want you to flex the foot, driving through that heel. It's going to help you engage that glute a little bit more. Inhale, kick forward, stand. Exhale, kick back, reach it long. Tuck the knee in, tuck the elbows in, then reach back forward. We're just holding this hinge here. Pull in, exhale, reach. Inhale, pull in, exhale, reach. Keep drawing that belly button and rib cage in, ladies. Maintaining that bend of your left knee, spreading the toes to find that balance. Then hold it and start pulsing. You lift the arms, lift the leg by squeezing and engaging the glute. Good, and the delts. Lift, lift. Inhale, exhale. Stand up tall, place the foot down, and let's turn around, do the other side. Go ahead, kick that left leg up. Kick it all the way back, reach the arms forward, then exhale, stand back up. Inhale, lower the chest to the floor, reach the arms, reach the leg. Exhale, stand, kick it out in front of you. Again, we're drawing in through that low core, through the rib cage, putting a bend in our right knee to find our balance. Also helps keep that quad engaged. All the way down. And hold. We're going to tuck that knee, tuck the elbows. Let's reach. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, reach. Tuck that knee, tuck those elbows, and stretch your body out. Just a few more here. Keep finding that balance, moving with your breath. Keep on pushing, you guys. Hold, and let's start our pulses. Lift, 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 lift. Squeeze that glute. 3, 2, 1. Let's stand all the way back up and place that foot back down. Go ahead and bring one leg out to the side and then pull it across the body for our adductor work. Going to inhale, open the leg out. Exhale, cross it over the body. You're wanting to keep a stable standing leg with a slight bend in that knee. And try not to open up your hip as you open the leg out to close in at the abductor. That's the outside of your quad. You should feel that slightly in the glute. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull across. Then cross that ankle over the opposite knee. Place your hands in prayer hands and sit back into your single leg squat. Inhale, sit down. Exhale, stand up. Take your time with this movement. Try to find your balance and control. Pushing the bottom back over the heel. Spreading the toes of that standing leg. Last one. Down and stand. Let's place the hands on the hips and lift the leg to tabletop. Drop that knee down to the floor. Hold the bend of that left leg. Then drive it right back up in front of you. You're trying to get that quad parallel to the ceiling. And imagine there's a ball behind your knee that you're holding on to, so that way you don't pull that heel too close to the glute. And also flex that foot. Still keeping your stable leg slightly bent, nothing too crazy. Spread the toes, focus on your balance. You're going to open the leg out to the side now, still holding that knee at the same level as the hip, holding the same bend. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Moving with your breath. Now hold it out there, extend the leg out, then bend the knee. Just 3 times. Then stretch and hold it, flex the foot, lower the heel down, point, lift it back up. Still focusing on your balance control, ladies. We're going to lift and hold it and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that foot all the way back down. We're going to switch sides. Before we do so, sweep those arms out and up, reach the eyes to the sky, and dive down to the floor. Grab behind your legs and pulse your chest into your legs. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Round your spine all the way up to standing. And let's go ahead, bring the right leg out to the side. Inhale, exhale, cross it over your body. Again, still maintaining your balance, trying to keep a soft bend in your standing leg as your other leg remains parallel. Try not to allow it to roll outside. You're wanting to close in at the hip to engage that abductor right on the outside of your quad. Inhale, open, exhale, pull across. Last one. Cross that ankle over your knee. Pray your hands and sit down for that figure 4 squat. Exhale, stand. Inhale, sit down. Continuous movement. As you're doing this, again, focus on moving with your breath, taking your time with the movement, focusing on holding your balance. You should be figuring out which side is better or worse now. If you're watching the video, I'm sure you can tell that this left leg for me is a real struggle. Comment down below which side is worse for you. Hands on the hips, leg to tabletop. Drop that knee down and lift it back up to tabletop. As you're pushing back, make sure you're not allowing that low back to arch. You're just engaging through the glute, pretending that ball is behind your knee, holding the same bend. Inhale back. Exhale, tabletop. Keep maintaining that soft bend of your standing leg. Start to open and close at that hip, holding the quad level. Again, continuous movement. Inhale, open, exhale, close. As you open out, ladies, I want you to focus on keeping your hips square to the front. Don't allow yourself to open out too much so you gain control of that pelvic floor. Let's open and hold it here. I want you to start to extend the leg out to the side, then bend that knee back in. Extend and bend. One more, out and hold it. Flex the foot lower. Point the toes, lift. 3 times here. Remember, we're lifting and holding here for our pulses. Let's lift, 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 lift. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Go ahead and forward fold back over those legs and pulse your chest in towards your quads. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way back up. Stand on one side of your mat. Let's do our roll down to get into our 4-point kneel, hands and knees. Place the hands on the floor and walk all the way out. Place the knees down. We're going to start by holding our bend of our right leg. Bring that quad level with the hips and then drive the knee back down. Again, pretending like you're holding a ball right behind your knee to maintain that bend. Try to hold a flexed foot, only engaging the glute, driving that belly button into the spine. Lift, inhale, exhale, lower it down. Treat your upper body like it's a plank. Don't let the chest fall down. We're doing 8 times on each side here, just for reference. When you're ready, you switch sides. Same exact thing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try not to allow the rib cage to flare. You're driving in like you're wearing a corset around your torso. This is going to protect your mid and lower back. As tempting as it is, don't let your eyes drift. Go back onto your right side, lift the leg up. You're going to point the toes, kick back, flex the foot, bend it back up. Trying to hold the quad again, even with the rest of your body, moving only through the bottom half of the leg. Inhale, point, kick, exhale, flex, bend. Eight times total. Reach the foot down to the floor, keep it straight. Exhale, lift it up. Be really mindful of your spinal position here. You don't want to be in a position where you're arching that back every time you lift the leg. 8 reps again. Then lift and hold it. Reach your opposite arm forward. We're going to bend the arm and the knee, round the spine slightly, and then extend it all the way out. We're doing reps of 8 through this entire series right here. Inhale, pull, exhale, extend. Keep driving that core in, finding that balance control. Then we drive in and extend. Place the hand down, place the knee down, and switch sides. And start with the bent knee, point the toes, kick back, flex the foot, bend in. Check back in with those shoulders. Make sure you're not sinking the chest to the floor, but you're lifting up out of the shoulders. Back of the neck is long as you're bending and extending. Don't let that quad drop. Keep your hips even. Then lower down to the floor and lift. Inhale, lower that straight leg down. Tap the toes. Exhale, lift up through the glute. Keep drawing in that belly button to your spine. After 8, reach the arm and the leg long, opposite sides. Inhale, bend the elbow and the knee in. Exhale, extend back out, lengthening through the crown of the head, through the fingertips, through the toes. It's like someone's playing tug of war with your body. Stretching out. Once you're done with your 8 total reps, you'll place the hand and the knee back down. Open the knees wider than the hips and push back into a child's pose. Now I want you to push the knees back behind you. Hands are slightly forward of the shoulders or right underneath. That's a personal preference. You're going to tuck the elbows into the rib cage, lower the hips towards the floor. We're doing tricep presses. Allow the chest to fall all the way down. Try to keep your spine aligned all the way from the knee to the crown of the head. Press and slowly lower yourself down. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Just a few more to go. Keep those arms as close to your body as possible. Then walk your hands out. Military press. Wide elbows. Same thing, but the elbows push outside the body instead of in towards the rib cage. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Hold the plank line all the way through the quads, the core, the upper chest, shoulders out of the ears. Find the control with your core. Put your weight into your arms. Keep those hips low. Now we're going to pulse it out. Just slight bend and extend. Wide elbows to start. 3, 2, 1. Push back for a moment. Walk the hands back in. Doing the same thing for triceps. Bend the elbows in a little down, a little up. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Push back into your child's pose. Rest for a moment. I want you to lower your chest down to the floor. Bring your arms out into goalpost arms. Elbows are open. Fingertips are pointed up. Legs are open to the width of the mat. You're going to hover your arms over the mat, push your hip bones down. Lift only the upper body. Try to keep that low body still down on the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. After number 3, we're going to keep going, but pull those elbows into the rib cage as you lift that chest up. Then reach back out to goalpost. And if you'd like to take the extra progression, reach those arms overhead past goalpost, touching those fingertips, then drive them all the way in towards the rib cage. Greater range of motion. 5 times here. Then reach the arms back. Lower the chest down. We're going to lift the whole body up. Keep the back of the neck aligned, eyes on the floor. Again, use that core, use your back. Squeeze the glutes and hammies. Point through those toes. Lifting and lowering for Superman. And we pulse the limbs up, 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 up. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, and rest all the way down. You can bring those hands in close to your torso, kind of like tricep press, and lift and lower for swan. Try not to let the shoulders get up into the ears. You're pushing down into the heels of your palms and allowing yourself to lift up out of the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now push back into a child's pose, then forward into the swan. We've done this several times before. You'll know the drill. We're going to progress into a rounded spine here momentarily. Feel free to already go there if you'd like to. Otherwise, we're just sticking to our hinge forward and back. For a rounded spine, you tuck the chin into the chest, round forward. Same concept like angry cat. Just making sure to get into the full swan and then press the chest to the floor when you get into the child's pose. Keep those knees open wider than your hips. Now let's get up into our 4-point kneel. We're going to start getting into our plank series. Step one foot back, then the other one. Jump both legs out and hold. Jump in and hold. Out, hold, in, hold. Now here momentarily we're going to get into speedier plank jacks. You can always return back to this if you need to, slowing it down. Otherwise, start jumping out and in. Holding through the core. Inhale and exhale. Keep on breathing. Get the heart rate up. 3, 2, and 1. Rest back in child's pose for a moment. Then get back into the 4-point kneel. We're going to get into set number 2, mountain climbers. Step one foot back, then the other one to meet it. We're going to start by driving one leg into our chest. Hold it there. Place it back down and switch sides. Keep alternating, and again, you can always go back to this pace if you need, but we will be speeding it up just to get into more of that cardio intensive movement. Hold that core in. Let's run it out. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or keep going. Dang. My counting was off. So sorry. Push back. It's more like 15 seconds versus 10. Take one arm underneath the opposite armpit and rest down for a moment. Threading the needle, you can return to center and switch sides if you'd like. And return to center. We're going to sit down on our bottoms, do a little bit of a roll down. So bend your knees out in front of you, hip distance wide, reach those arms right over the knees. Tuck the tailbone under and let's roll it all the way down, bone by bone. Rest the arms flat down on the floor for a moment. Get adjusted with your spine. Neutral spine or imprint works here for doing some chest lifts with feet on the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Continuous movement. As you lift, eyes on your thighs. As you lower, eyes to the sky. Try to keep an ample distance between your chin and chest to not allow your neck to do too much. You want the core to be the main thing that lifts your upper body up off the ground and lower. Going for 8 total. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Reach the arms back down. Let's lift both legs to tabletop. Extend the legs all the way down to the floor. You're going to lift into your chest, tabletop, then extend, push them back to the floor. Be really conscious of your low back here. Take your time with the movement. Draw in that low belly, keep pressing into those arms. Push the low back down as you tuck the knees into the chest and slowly extend out. Exhale. Going in for a few more. Then hold those legs up at 45. Lift slightly past 45, then up to the ceiling and slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, lift to one setting, the second setting, then the very top, whatever that looks like for you, and slow lower down. You're going to lift, hold, lift, hold, lift, hold again. Flex the feet, slowly drag it down. Inhale, lift, lift, all the way, lower all the way down. And you're trying to hold the legs at that singular angle before you move to the next and then to the top. Try to straighten through the knees as much as you can as you lower those legs back down. Bend those legs back into tabletop. Bring the hands behind the head, and let's move into some rotating chest lifts. You're drawing opposite elbow to opposite knee. Lift up your chest. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way back down. And switch. Inhale, lift, cross over. Exhale, switch. Feel free to progress this by holding the legs lifted into tabletop. I'm just going to keep mine down here since we have a lot more core work to come. Lift one leg to tabletop, then the other one to meet it, and go straight into crisscross. Straightening one leg, bending the other knee. Basically the same thing with a little bit more core instability here, a little bit more challenge. Inhale, twist. Exhale, return. As you return to center, you can always lay that head fully all the way down. For more challenge, try to keep it lifted. Let's switch, 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 speeding it up. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go ahead, lie all the way down on the floor. Bend those knees into your chest. Rock from side to side, forwards and backwards, and start to drive those knees out away from each other, creating those leg circles. Two to three each direction. Then place those feet back on the floor. Reach the arms down by your side again. Getting into our bridging. You're lifting the hips straight up. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. Continuous movement, ladies. Try to bring those arms as close to your body as you can as you lift and lower. Stretching through the front of the body, engaging the back of the body. To progress, reach those arms behind you as you're all the way down on the ground. Reach them up to the ceiling as you lift those hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're going to hold it. Start drawing some big circles with our arms on the ceiling. 3 to 5 in each direction. Keep those shoulder blades down on the mat as best you can. Squeezing through those lats like there's a penny between your armpit and shoulder. Now let's pulse. Hips to the ceiling. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Arms are still back behind you. Single leg lift, reaching only one arm up. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And remember, you are lifting into a bridge here. So you lift up for the bridge, lift one leg to tabletop, reach one arm. Lower all the way back down, then exhale, switch sides. Keep it going. Try to hold that core in. holding the spine neutral. Trying to get about 5 on each side. On number 5, you lift and hold on one side. Extend the arm, extend the leg, holding the bridge, then reach back up to the ceiling. Tabletop, arm reaches up. Reaching out and lifting up, still holding the hips off the floor. It's okay if they lower down a little bit as long as they're off. And place it all the way back down, lower the hips down, and lift up that other side. Exhale, extend the limbs. Inhale, reach to the ceiling, pulling the leg back to tabletop. Again, opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep drawing in that belly button. You can do it. Then place the arm back on the floor, place the foot down, and lower all the way down again. We're going to go in for our last set. You lift up those arms as you lift the hips just like before. Exhale, lower down. Let's lift and hold. Bring the elbows down, then the arms flat. Cross one ankle over the opposite knee. Drop the hips slightly down, and let's lift up for our pulses. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. We're going to place the foot all the way back down. Switch sides, holding that bridge. Lift for those pulses. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold that bridge, plant the foot down. Lift your heels off the floor. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try to keep that bridge there. Core holding in, spine is neutral. I want you to hold the lift of your heels, alternate dropping only one to the floor and lifting up. Try to get 3 to 5 on each side here. Take your time. Do what you can. And we're going to lift to hold and pulse the heels up. Try to hold the hips stable, lifting through those calves, up, 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 and lower all the way down. Good work, ladies. We're going to bring those knees into our chest. Just rock our spine from side to side. Again, hip openers if you need. Stretch the legs into the chest. Then keep the legs lifted. Reach the arms up and pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs up. Lower them all the way down, around, and back to the other side. So imagine that wall in front of you is a piece of paper and your legs are a pencil. The toes are the very tip of that pencil. You're drawing circles on that piece of paper with your hips. Keep those legs super glued together. Try to keep your hips down. You're trying to do about 3 to 5 reps in each direction. You can also lay your head back if the chest lift doesn't work for you here. Keep pushing that low back down into the floor. Arms are reaching long. Make sure you do both ways. Again, 3 to 5 repetitions, ladies. Once you're done, place those legs down on the floor. Rest for a moment. Let's get set for our next core series. Knees into the chest, chin into the chest. Open out and down. Legs go to the floor, arms go back behind you, flat. Then tuck and round again. Exhale back. Inhale, tuck in. This is a different variation of the double leg stretch. Instead of keeping those limbs lifted, we're putting them all the way back down on the floor for full range of motion. Reach those arms and legs up, going straight into the progression, the V up, all the way down and all the way up. Add a slight chest lift for a progression as well. You can always keep the head down on the floor for all of these exercises if need be. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower back. I want you to lower the arms down towards the mat now, holding the legs into tabletop. Just lowering and lifting for our lengthened arm chest lift with lifted legs. You can always straighten the legs to the ceiling or hold them out at 45 if that works better for you and you're wanting more challenge. However, we're about to add more challenge right here, just in a moment. Hold those legs up, keep the chest lifted, go in for your penguin side switches. Use the obliques. You're just pushing side to side. Those arms are not on the floor, they're in a hover. Keep drawing that belly in. Now we're going to add our tricep and leg extension. Try to keep those elbows as close to your body as you can. As you extend the arms, you extend the legs. As you bend the knees, you bend the arms. You can always lay the head back here. You're going to want to lift it back up in a moment for more challenge. As we crisscross those legs, point those toes. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. That made up for our hundreds today. Good work. Bring your knees from one side of the room to the other. And we're going to switch it up. Side lying planking. Bring forearm down, stretch the legs out, hips and shoulders are stacked. Lift the hips off the floor, then drop them back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep lifting up out of the shoulder. Don't allow yourself to sink down. Trying to go up for 5 reps total. We're going to lift and hold it here. Reach the arm up to the ceiling. Eyes to the sky. Holding, holding. That's it. Can you keep your body fully aligned? Rest it all the way down. And let's switch sides. Forearm is down, hand on the hip. Hips and shoulders are stacked. Legs are stacked. Feet are stacked. Inhale, lift the hip off the floor. Exhale, put it back down. Finding the control of your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift and hold. Reach the arm up to the ceiling. Eyes to the sky. Hold that alignment. Then lower it all the way down. Good work today, ladies. Let's do our cool down. We're going to get into our mermaid stretch, just reaching overhead. Doesn't matter which leg or which side you start with. We're going to go to both sides. We'll change the way that our legs are facing here momentarily. Reaching overhead, stretching out the side body. 3 times on each side. Then after you're done with your 3 on each side, you're going to go in for a 4th on the side that you started with. Rotate the chest to the floor and walk the hands out into a twisted child's pose. Walk the hands in slightly, lift up for a slight extension. And then open out and up, switch sides. Again, same exact thing, mermaiding 3 times on each side. Keep driving those hips to the floor, moving your breath. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Once you've done your 3 on each side, you're going to add that rotation down to the floor. Make sure it's not the same side you did before. Walk the hands out, push into that twisted child's pose. Then walk the hands in, lift up for your slide extension, and then open all the way back up. We're going to get into our 4-point kneel, go through some cats and cows. Tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine up. Exhale, happy cow, lifting the chin up out of the shoulders, dropping the torso to the floor. Now this isn't a chill form of movement. You still want to keep the core engaged so you don't overflex or overextend your spine. Keep the shoulder blades away from the ears. Then you can start your thread the needle rotation movement. I'm going to go 3 times on each side here as well. So one arm reaches, eyes go where the moving arm goes. Once you've done 3, switch sides. Again, eyes go where the moving arm goes. Exhale, pushing under. Inhale, opening back up. Once you've done 3, place that hand back down on the floor, tuck the toes under, push to downward facing dog. Lift and lower your heels for a moment. And if you'd like, you can start going into your marching. Bend one knee, then switch. Feet will stay on the floor. You can rotate the torso if you'd like here. Still pulling the shoulders down your back. Let's go back down to the floor, cross our legs. You're going to take your inhale, sweep the arms out and up, eyes to the sky, then give yourself a big hug. Place those hands on the shoulders, then tuck the chin into the chest. Round your spine over your legs. Breathe into it. You're going to stack your spine up, then exhale, push back forward. You're going to drop one shoulder down towards your knee. You can do same side or opposite if you'd like more rotation. Then return to center and do the same thing on the other side. Return to center. Stack that spine up. Bring those arms out and down. Exhale. And you're done. Thanks so much.